back to my channel. So today I am going to be talking about all the books I want to read in May. I'm sure there will be more because I never strictly follow my TBR because I read a lot of what I feel like in the moment. So yeah, I'm super excited to tell you all the books, so let's just get right into them. The first book I want to read this month is Voyager by Diana Gabaldon. This is the third book in the Outlander series. I finished book 2 last month and it was heart-wrenching but great, and so I'm ready to start this one. I'm ready to see where this journey might take me, hopefully to a better place than how the last book ended. I highly recommend this series. I've talked about how much I really enjoy it and I think it's great. The next book is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I have heard everyone, and I mean everyone, talk about this book on BookTube, so it's finally my time to do it. I love the black pages. I love the inside. I've never read anything by Leigh Bardugo, so this is going to be my first encounter with her. I've heard she's great. I'm excited. I don't see how this could go wrong. I think this is something to do with, there's like, I think, is it like assassins? Is that what they are? A runaway, a spy, a heartrender, a thief. Okay, so they're all like outlaws. Cool. Next book I want to read is 1924, The Year That Made Hitler by Peter Ross Range. I have been digging into a lot more nonfiction recently and I have been absolutely loving it. It is just great to get to learn about history. I've been reading a ton of World War II books, which I am totally okay with, and I've been really enjoying them. This is kind of a talk about it was the year that Hitler spent locked away from society in prison, and so that's when he also wrote his self-autobiography about Mein Kampf. So I'm curious to read this. It's pretty short, so I don't think it's going to take me too long. Last month during Genreathon, I mentioned how I wanted to start reading more books with strong women in them. So I am going to be continuing on in that trend by reading Capital Dames by Cokie Roberts. I'm probably butchering that name. I butcher everybody's name. This book is talking about the Civil War and the women of Washington, how women have become a huge part of the workforce and how that kind of started during the Civil War, and how women would not only be the homemakers for the soldiers, but also would take part in the actual process of, you know, helping soldiers and things like that. Each chapter is kind of like an op-ed about a woman that helped, or women that helped in a certain specific thing. So I'm not sure. It sounds really good. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be weird. I don't know. The next book is Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson. I heard a lot of great things about this. It is a middle grade book. And the author is a woman of color, so I'm trying to broaden my horizons by reading more women authors and more women of color authors. And yeah, I've heard just great things. This was one of the books that was included in the Drive 1000 Black Girl Books, which I heard about. I don't remember the girl's name that was in charge of doing it, but she made a drive because she was tired of reading about white people and their dogs. So she wanted to find more books with girls that looked like her, which I thought was a great thing. And so I wanted to read this because she said it was one of her favorite books. So I think this is going to be really good. I've heard a couple people talking about this and I'm excited to read it. The next book is Daniel Silva's The English Spy. I don't know, I've been really in the mood for European books lately, just books set in Europe, and I don't know why. So maybe I will love this. It's like talking about this person was hired to target the royal family and try and kill somebody, I think. So they have to stop them and figure out who it is. I don't know. He looks very intense on the back of this book. But I don't know. It sounded pretty good, and I've heard Daniel Silva is a pretty good author, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. I like going into books and not knowing everything about them. For me, that gives them an element of surprise, but also, I don't know, I just like that. I don't always read serious synopsis of books because I think I like so many different kinds of books that I don't need to know everything that happens. The next book is Lethal by Sandra Brown. This is a thriller mystery. I've been really in the mood for some thrillers, some mysteries, so I decided to pick this one up. This is about a woman, I believe, who's living in this small town, and one day she finds this guy's body in a boat or on her property or something, and there's some story and all this stuff. I don't know. I heard she's a really good author, and it seems like the bookkeeper, then the FBI, I don't know, some very large mystery that I'm excited to try. The final book I wanted to read this month was Jacqueline Bouvier, Kennedy Onassis, The Untold Story by Barbara Leeming. My little sister found this book for me at a used book sale we were at, and she thought I would like it. I think the Tiffany blue spine is so beautiful. But I don't know too much about Jackie O. from what little I do know, there are good and bad things that people say about her, and for me, I just really wanted to read about her and continue on in my strong women kind of book thing that I'm trying to do here. I wanted to read about her, and I don't know much about any of the first ladies, to be honest, but I kind of wanted to start with her, and maybe it'll start a trend. And I like biographies, I just don't read too many of them, so I like to branch off in that direction and read books that I don't normally read. So that was my May TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What are you guys going to be reading? What should I be reading? If you have any books you think I should be reading, let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you back here later.
Last week and you stayed at home alone and lonely. Couldn't find your man, he was chilling with his homies. This week and you're going out. If he try to stop you, you're going off. You got your hair done and your nails done too.